Writing Hand, Chapter 1, The Double Life. 16-year-old Emily Hart lived in a sleepy Midwestern town where nothing exciting ever seemed to happen. By day, she was a quiet girl in the back row of history class, the one teachers barely noticed and classmates overlooked. Her grades were decent, her parents strict but loving, and her life, from the outside, looked painfully ordinary. But when the lights went out at night and the rest of her family drifted into sleep, Emily transformed. Behind the locked door of her bedroom, ring light glowing and iPhone camera angled just right, she became EmiXO, a rising TikTok creator with over 200,000 followers. Nobody in her real life knew about it. Not her parents, not her teachers, not even her best friend, Chloe. For months she had hidden the account, terrified of judgment, but addicted to the rush of likes and comments. Every new follower felt like oxygen. Every viral sound became her heartbeat. Her parents thought she was just doing homework late or chatting with friends online. They had no clue she was staying up until 3 a.m., lip-syncing to trending audios, dancing in front of her mirror, or telling her followers story times about a life that wasn't even real. Emily exaggerated, lied, and dramatized small events to seem cooler. A fight with a teacher that never happened, a secret crush who didn't exist, a crazy party she never attended, and people believed her. They didn't just believe her, they worshipped her. Strangers from New York, L.A., even London commented, "You're so real. I wish I had your life. Queen energy." The praise filled a void she didn't even know she had. But with the praise came something darker. Messages from older men slid into her DMs. Some asked harmless questions. Others weren't so harmless. One username, ShadowWatcher99, sent her cryptic comments on every post. "You don't know me, but I know you." At first, she brushed it off as trolling, but the account never stopped. Every time she uploaded, there it was. Offline, Emily felt the consequences. Exhaustion made her late to school. Her grades slipped. Chloe noticed she was distracted, constantly checking her phone. At family dinners, Emily hid her phone under the table, refreshing the TikTok app like it was a drug. Her double life was spinning faster than she could control, but Emily told herself she was fine. She was careful. Nobody in her town knew. She wasn't hurting anyone. But the truth was, the secret was already seeping into her real world. One night, as she scrolled through her notifications, she froze. A new message from ShadowWatcher99 read, "Nice blue sweater today. Look cute in math class." Emily's heart stopped. Nobody from her school knew about EmiXO. Nobody, except now, someone did. And with that message, her double life was no longer just online. Writing Hand, Chapter 2, The Rise of Fame. Emily tried to shake off the chilling DM from ShadowWatcher99, convincing herself it was just some random creep who got lucky guessing her outfit. Still, she couldn't ignore the way her chest tightened when she wore that same blue sweater again. She pulled her hoodie up, avoided eye contact in the hallways, and kept scrolling through TikTok like nothing happened. But TikTok was more than an escape now. It was an empire she was building. Her account had skyrocketed after one dance challenge video blew up, hitting 3 million views overnight. For weeks, she couldn't walk into school without hearing whispers she didn't understand. "Did you see her on TikTok?" someone murmured in the cafeteria once. Emily's ears burned. She kept her head down, praying no one would connect the dots between EmiXO and plain old Emily Hart. Her follower count exploded past 300,000. Brands started reaching out in her DMs, offering free makeup, clothes, even cash for shout-outs. Emily couldn't believe it. A girl stuck in a town with one Walmart and zero excitement was suddenly living like an influencer in L.A. But fame came with pressure. Trends move fast. Missing one could mean losing momentum. So Emily pushed harder. She filmed in the bathroom during school, hiding her phone behind a makeup bag. She snuck out at midnight to film in front of neon gas station signs because the aesthetic was better. She made up wild stories to stay relatable. One of those stories backfired. She posted a TikTok about sneaking into a college party, a party she never attended. But someone from her school, a senior named Jake, called her out in the comments. Funny, didn't see you there. That single comment exploded into a mini scandal. Hundreds of followers defended Emily, claiming Jake was just jealous. But others started digging deeper. Where does she live? What school does she go to? Who is she really? The curiosity was flattering. Until it wasn't. Her DMs were now flooded not just with fans, but with obsessed strangers. Some offered to drive to her town just to hang. Others begged for her address. A few accounts sent threats when she didn't reply fast enough. And then came the challenges. Dangerous ones. A trending night dare required sneaking into abandoned buildings and filming at 3 a.m. Emily hesitated at first. But when another creator tagged her, daring her to join, she couldn't resist. She roped Chloe into coming with her, spinning some excuse about an art project. At 2 a.m., they slipped into the abandoned train station on the edge of town, flashlights flickering. Chloe kept whispering, "This is insane, Emily. Let's go." But Emily pushed forward, recording every step for TikTok. The video hit 5 million views in a week. Emily was officially viral. Chloe was furious. "This isn't you anymore," Chloe snapped, cornering her at school. "You're lying to everyone, sneaking around, risking your life for likes. When does it stop?" Emily didn't answer, because deep down, she didn't want it to stop. The rush, the validation, it was intoxicating. But later that night, as she uploaded her newest clip, another DM from ShadowWatcher99 slid onto her screen. Train station was fun. Next time, try the old mill. Emily's stomach dropped. Whoever this was, they weren't just watching online. They were watching her. Writing Hand, Chapter 3, Crossing the Line. Emily's phone buzzed nonstop. Every notification was a new follower, a new like, a new comment telling her she was famous. But the high came with something else. Pressure. People demanded more content, more risks, more drama. And Emily gave it to them. When an older creator named Ryder Vlogs DM'd her, offering to collab for clout, Emily didn't think twice. Ryder was 19, lived just 2 towns over, and had nearly 500,000 followers. He promised her the exposure she needed to hit 1 million. The problem? Emily would have to sneak out to meet him. One Friday night, she told her parents she was at Chloe's for a movie night. In reality, she climbed into Ryder's beat-up car at the edge of town. They filmed dances in neon-lit parking lots, prank videos at gas stations, even a fake break-in challenge at an abandoned factory. Ryder hyped her up, calling her the next big thing. Emily ate it up, ignoring the red flags. The way his camera lingered on her, the way he pushed her to do stunts she wasn't comfortable with. The collab blew up online, but it came with a cost. Chloe saw the videos and exploded. "You lied to me." Chloe shouted in the school hallway, shoving her phone in Emily's face. "You weren't at my house. You were with him. Do you even hear yourself anymore? This isn't you, Emily. It's just content." Emily snapped, defensive. "You don't get it. This is bigger than us. I'm building something real." "Real?" Chloe's eyes filled with tears. "You're throwing away real friendships for fake followers." They didn't speak again after that. Emily felt a sting of guilt, but was drowned out by the roar of her online fame. At home, things weren't any better. Her parents noticed she was distant, always locked in her room. Her grades tanked. Teachers called home. One night, her father confronted her at dinner. "You've been lying to us," he said firmly. "What's going on, Emily?" She fumbled excuses about stress and homework, but her mom wasn't convinced. "We're not stupid. Something's wrong. If you're hiding something." "I'm fine," Emily shouted, storming upstairs. Slamming her door, she collapsed against the wall, heart racing. She couldn't let them find out. If they discovered EmiXO, it was over. Her career, her fame, everything. But Emily wasn't the only one watching her secret unravel. That night, she got another DM. This one froze her blood. From ShadowWatcher99. "Ryder's not safe. But I am. Meet me at the old mill. Midnight. Or I'll tell everyone who you are." Emily stared at the screen, her hands trembling. How did he know about Ryder? About her secret? About everything? She wanted to block him, but fear stopped her. If he really knew her identity, he could destroy her life with one post. For the first time, Emily realized her online world wasn't just dangerous. It was slipping into her reality. And if she didn't stop it, someone else would. Writing Hand, Chapter 4, The Turning Point. Emily's rise felt unstoppable. Overnight, her follower count blasted past 750,000. One daring video, where she balanced on the edge of a rooftop with Ryder filming, went viral with over 12 million views. She was officially the girl everyone was talking about. Her face appeared in TikTok compilations, reaction channels, even local news blurbs about dangerous trends. Fans praised her bravery. Critics warned she was setting a bad example. But Emily only saw the numbers: likes, followers, sponsorship emails. She was closer than ever to her dream, 1 million followers. At school, however, life was crumbling. Chloe avoided her completely. Kids whispered, not out of curiosity anymore, but judgment. She's fake. She's reckless. Teachers sighed when she walked in late or didn't show up at all. Her parents were at a breaking point too. They caught her sneaking out twice, grounding her, taking away her phone, only for Emily to secretly buy a cheap backup phone with her TikTok brand money. Every lie made the gulf between her and her family wider, but none of that compared to the darkness waiting online. Shadow Watcher 99 had gone from unsettling to terrifying. His messages weren't random anymore. They were personal. You look pretty at the diner today. Should have ordered the fries. Stop trusting Ryder. He only wants clout. I want you. You can't hide from me, MEXO. Emily stopped sleeping. Every shadow outside her window felt like eyes. Every creak of the floorboards made her heart pound. And then, one evening, a new DM came in. A photo. It was her house. The picture had been taken from across the street, her bedroom window glowing in the frame. The caption read, "I see you." Emily's blood ran cold. She threw her phone across the room, but it didn't matter. Whoever he was here. She tried to confide in Ryder, desperate for someone to believe her. But Ryder only shrugged. It's probably some troll. They can't do anything. Don't be so paranoid. Focus on the content, Emmy. That's what matters. But Ryder wasn't the one with his face on a stalker's camera. Emily was. Terrified, she finally went to Chloe. She cornered her in the library, tears in her eyes. "I messed up. Chloe, someone's following me. I think they know where I live." Chloe's face softened, but her words were sharp. "Emily, I tried to warn you. You can't live two lives forever. One of them always destroys the other." Emily begged her to stay, to help, but Chloe only shook her head. "You need help, Emily. More help than I can give." Alone again, Emily curled up in her room, clutching her phone like a lifeline. Notifications kept buzzing. Followers celebrating her fame, brands chasing collabs, strangers calling her an icon. But buried in the chaos was another message from Shadow Watcher 99. This time, it wasn't a threat. It was a countdown. 3 days. Then everyone finds out who you really are. High Voltage, that's Chapter 4, The Turning Point. Do you want to finish it with Chapter 5, The Disaster, the big finale, the midnight live stream, betrayal, and the shocking ending? Writing Hand, Chapter 5, The Disaster. The countdown from Shadow Watcher 99 haunted Emily. 3 days. Then 2. Then 1. By the final night, her nerves were shredded. She barely ate, barely slept. Every time she opened her phone, thousands of strangers cheered for MEXO. But all she could hear was the stalker's ticking clock. Still, she couldn't stop. Fame was like a drug, and she was addicted. She told herself one more live stream, one last stunt, and maybe she hit 1 million. Maybe then she could quit. At 11:57 p.m., she slipped out of her house with her backup phone. She told herself it was just another challenge. Just content. Just numbers. She headed toward the old mill, the same place Shadow Watcher 99 had dared her to visit. When she went live, thousands joined instantly. Comments flooded the screen. "Queen of Dares." "She's insane. OMG," face screaming in fear. "Go inside. Go inside." Emily forced a smile, masking the fear boiling in her stomach. She pushed open the rusted mill door, the hinges screaming. Inside, the air smelled of dust and rust. Her flashlight wobbled as she walked deeper. Her viewers spammed emojis, hyping her up. She tried to feed off their energy. "You guys ready?" she whispered into the camera. That's when she heard it. A footstep. Behind her. Emily froze. Her screen lit up with comments. "Did you hear that? Someone's there. Fake." She staged this LOL. Another step. Closer. Her breath hitched. She spun around, flashlight trembling. "Hello?" Silence. She turned back toward the camera, trying to laugh it off. Okay, you guys are freaking me out." And then a figure emerged from the shadows. A hooded man. The live stream exploded with frantic comments. "Who is that? OMG, Ron. This is fake, right?" Emily's phone slipped in her shaking hands. The man moved closer, slow and deliberate. "Please," she whispered, backing away. The figure stopped, tilting his head. Then, in a voice low and distorted, "You can't hide anymore, MEXO." The chat went wild. Some thought it was a prank. Others begged her to run. But Emily couldn't move. Her knees buckled as the hooded man reached out, knocking the phone from her grip. The camera fell to ground, its lens cracked but still streaming. The last thing her audience saw was Emily's terrified face being dragged into the dark. Her screams echoed through the mill, piercing the night, before the live stream cut to black. The next morning, the internet was on fire. Clips of the live stream spread everywhere. Some called it fake marketing. Others swore it was real. Hashtags like #FindMEXO and hashtag, whereas Emily trended worldwide. Her parents were shattered, blindsided by the secret life their daughter had been living. Chloe cried alone in her room, replaying every warning she had given, wishing she had done more. And Ryder? He posted a video claiming he had nothing to do with it, chasing clout off Emily's disappearance. But Shadow Watcher 99's account was gone. Deleted. Wiped clean. All that remained was a legend of a small-town teen who wanted fame so badly she lost herself and maybe her life, chasing it.